Several communities in the northwest have been without water for weeks now, despite making endless pleas for intervention from local officials. Residents say the Tswaing local municipality and the Ngaka Modiri Molema district municipality have both failed to address their challenges. Let's check back in with Rafilwe Saboko. Rafilwe, good morning. Earlier on, you showed us a view of citizens who have had to make other arrangements. There have been, I think, some water tankers laid on there. But now you're in another part of the same community. Just share with us more about where you are and what you're witnessing as a consequence of these water shortages.
Still in Khanalachte in the Rakhwedi section here, Iman, like you indicated, this is where community members are struggling with water, and they say that it's been over about 3 weeks now since they have not had water, and having to, make other plans like coming, like this that you are seeing right now is community members coming to a local school. This is where they come to fetch water. It's as a result of them not having water running from their taps. But let me speak to Elizabeth, Mama tla ke buelwe na ka ga matsapa lona a metsi ka kwano.
Ya mme ke nna Elizabeth Tshidinyamane. Ha e sale re na le matsapa a metsi ntse ke koropanyana go Rustenburg kwa 2023 be ke tla mo gae ka baka la go sa phele sentle mo mmeleng ke tlogela mosebetsi empa ise e ne nako ya gore ke tlogele mosebetsi re fitlile ka gore itse ke fitla fela mo gae mo e ne le tshokolo fela ya betsi ha e sale ngwa go fitile ngotlhe nna ke fitlela e le mathata fela a metsi go sena metsi ke bile ka ya go re motlhankana fa le Godfrey ke re ke kopa gore a ka lo thusana le mo councilor wa rona ka dikakanyo ba bontshane gore ba etse yang gore gati di engine ke tsone bothata ba thusane ka dikelelo ka gore ke thaka e tshesanyana
ya no le ame ga go le kae mama le gore le tshwantse le dire matsapa a mangwe kgotsa other plans tsa go tla ya ka mo sekolong go tla go ga metsi
ra mega haholo ka gore nna ibile ke motho a mafatla ya ka ke le mo phefonyana ko lala ke sa robala ka baka la gore ke fodile di line tsa metsi re phutha dikribai tse gale re twa o lugile go phusha dikribai re tota metsi ka ntlha sello se sa gore di engine go ti di robegile ga te re thagale motlhanka motho Levi wa leka o bitsa batho gore ba tlo lukisa di engine batho ba lukisang di engine e ka re ke bone bothata ka gore ba tla le di spanere fitlhele ba sena tsone ba ka dima go gare motlhankana gore ba lukise di engine tse di mo dikolong gore re kry metsi ya di engine tsotlhe di senyegile gore motse o tla gona metsi a gona engine e pefela e dumang re ne re ga metsi bosigo ha re tla re fumana metsi bosigo go bata tshantse re tsoge mo serameng re kotlopise metsi ga se bophelo ntwe ke lefu gore re tsoge busi gore ba tlane le metsi le no ke mo re tletse le bana re lwanela metsi mo dikolong ke leboga ke sekolo no go re ha ne sekolo se sena kutlwelo botlhoko ha ke itse ke bereja eng metsi ga ana le emedi metsi ke metsi ene bophelo ke metsi ha gona bophelo ka ntle ga metsi motlakase o na le emedi.
Life is water. There's no life without water. That is what the elderly woman is speaking. But she was also referring to the local councillor having reported the matter of, the engines that are not functioning. And that Thembinkosi from Ngaka Modiri Molema. What is happening? What is the solution to the crisis of water? Some are saying that this is not a new, situation altogether.
Yeah, no, thank you and greetings to your listeners. Firstly, let me apologize to Bohosi Bamo Maloka Le Rakhwedi and apologize to the community and also the ward councillor. Just to mention that, yes, indeed, the district is facing a crisis in terms of, because we depend on underground water. Now, majority of our boreholes are non-functional, more especially in Tswaing, as a result of the district finding it difficult to operate and maintain, because we had to undergo and do capital project. And then once we did those 17 projects, capital project, the budget of operation and maintenance got affected, and as such we could not. But at least this financial year, we can safely say that we will be able to that include the interview of the executive mayor, where he instructed officials that at least 90% of the boreholes in Tswaing, it is not only the area of Hanalachte, but the area of Tswaing, majority of boreholes are not working now. We anticipate that we are going to put necessary pressure to officials so that they must fix boreholes that are not functional.
Why is it that that pressure has not been put on officials for so many years? Mama is talking about, this is not just 3 weeks, but years on a year or now. And it seems like, authorities are reactive as opposed to dealing with the crisis before, community members are subjected to such situation.
Like I explained, that the budget of the municipality got depleted, especially on the operation and maintenance. Now, this financial year, it's whereby the operation and maintenance budget is there, because the council has to sit and redirect some of the funds to deal with the 17 projects that needed funding. Because they were challenged across the district. Now, those 17 projects are busy to their completion. Hence, this financial year operation and maintenance budget will then focus on maintaining and operating boreholes. But it's not only that factor that affected the budget. In Tswaing Municipality, I think the area of Ottosdal, the area of Senisov, the area of Delary, we have experienced vandalism over a period, especially in the previous financial year, where also some money need to be taken from operation and maintenance, fix those that were vandalized and ransacked, and it also affected our finances. But we would engage with communities so that they must assist us as the district to protect infrastructure, because it can and impact the budget negatively, that we are unable to maintain those boreholes.
And how much? When you're talking about the budget, how much money is needed to deal with the maintenance of engines, the maintenance of boreholes, and just resolving the water crisis in Tswaing or Ngaka, Modiri, Molema as a collective?
Okay, like I explained to you earlier, that I've got 2 days as the MMC of infrastructure after the executive mayor has just reshuffled his executive. And then as to with how much is that, I will be able to come back to you with such information, because I would not want to mislead. But as things stands, the executive mayor issued an instruction that in Tswaing 90% of the boreholes need to be operational, and as the MMC responsible, I'm going to make sure that such is realized.
Thank you so much for your time. A commitment there that 90% of the borehole needs to be operational here in Tswaing, Iman. But as to when will that, be fully operational, it's the question, because now, community members are now still really subjected to having to push wheelbarrows and queue so that they can be able to, find other alternative means of getting water, Iman.